At SXM, we're taking travel and tourism to new heights. Here we boast spacious check-in areas, 10 passport control points, comfortable departure lounges, and an exciting new airport mall. Finally, there's an airport in the Caribbean that takes your travel plans as seriously as you do. Princess Juliana International Airport. The experience will move you.
At GEBE, our commitment extends beyond utilities. It's about exceptional service. Meet the heart of the operation, the customer service team. With a friendly voice and a helping hand, we're here to address your concerns. Whether it's a billing question or a technical issue, we're dedicated to finding solutions. Your satisfaction drives us. We listen, we act, and we make a difference. GEBE, the power to serve.
And I'll fall on my knees. Tell me how to wait to be. Tell me how to wait to go. Tell me all that I should know. And I'll fall on my knees. Tell me how to wait to go. Tell me how to wait to be. To evoke some empathy. And I'll fall on my knees. Tell me how to wait to go. Tell me how to wait to see. Show me all that I could be.
The court in session. Good day, good evening, whatever time you're watching. Hope everything is okay with you. I know it's all about, the court docket for today. Of course, we didn't have the court for a while, but we're here today, and we have some and Duchess's spannant cases for you today. Pretty much interesting. We're going to start off with community service for stabbing following argument over what else? No, not woman. Money. Show me the money. All right. Community service for stabbing following argument over money. In Phillipsburg, an argument over a large sum of money on March the 9th, 2023 resulted in a man being stabbed in the chest and the back with a kitchen knife. Ooh. Ooh. That had to be a red woman. What? Wow. Okay. This on Wednesday, the court of first instance handed the perpetrator 60 hours of community service and a conditional 4-month prison sentence after finding him guilty of assault with a weapon. Wilfred Lorari, 65 years old, did not deny stabbing. Wait. What? A 65-year-old man just went and stabbed somebody? They passed the age of pension? They don't say at the age of 60 you're supposed to be relaxing, chilling, just cruising. And you take on the stress to go and stab somebody over some money? This is your golden years. Anyway, let's find out what's happening with Wilfred. So, Wilfred said that he did not deny stabbing the victim that day, but claimed he had only done in self-defense. That's my Wilfred right there. I was defending myself, stab. I was defending myself, stab. He told the court during Wednesday trial that he paid the victim $4,000 in exchange for the man's help to bring his niece to St. Martin. What? What do you mean? Wait, what? Why you bring? Wait, I'm confused. How you bringing somebody? So you can pay people to bring people to St. Martin? Where am I living? And $4,000? Yeah. I'll stab him too. $4,000 in this economy right now, and I on pension? Stab. Anyway, but this never happened, Laurie said, adding that he had approached the victim that day to demand his money back. You see, what happened is, so I had it, but I put it in my bank account, but my bank account is from WIB. So because it's from WIB, they have to look for proof of ID card and seeing that I alive or not. So they told me just come back in 3 months. That's it. Anyway. But this never happened, Laurie said, adding that he had approached the victim that day to demand his money back. It turned into a heated argument and later into a physical fight because, according to Laurie, the man had maintained that he did not owe anything. Oh, you did what? I got receipts. Laurie claimed that the victim had pushed him to the ground and had taken out a knife, but he had grabbed the weapon out of the man's hand and stabbed him in the chest and in the back. Laurie went to jail already, man. That was the best excuse you just always give when you do a crime. He had the illegal gun or he had the illegal knife. Therefore, we had a struggle. And then all of a sudden, I took it and I just like twist his hand and I took it and then I stopped. Stop. Anyway, Laurie claimed that the victim has pushed him to the ground. If I didn't take the knife, he would have killed me. Laurie told the court. The prosecutor demanded 120 hours of community service and a 6-month conditional prison sentence, considering the charge of attempted severely bodily harm proven. She argued that Laurie's self-defense claim was not supported by the evidence, as both the victim and the witness had testified that it was the defendant who had first pulled out the knife. Defense lawyer Shayera Bummel tried to discredit the witness testimony, arguing that this person was the victim's friend that would have sided with his version of the events. If the judge dismissed the self-defense claim, Bummel argued that Laurel could still only be found guilty of a lesser crime of assault with a weapon. She based this on the victim's medical report, which indicated his injuries could not result in death and should completely heal. So, Ms. Bummel, you try to tell me that because your client stabbed the victim and he did not die, that is why he should be charged with a lesser crime because he could have healed? How about not stabbing the person? So in other words, are you saying, I just stabbed him a little bit? It was just like a little stab. It wasn't like a big stab. It wasn't like, I'm going to kill you. It was like a self-defense stab. I don't understand the logic of these lawyers. Yeah, but he could have healed, Your Honor. So it wasn't really attempted bodily harm. Just give him something less. It was like possession of an illegal weapon. How about that? Huh? Let's make a deal. Let's make a deal. The judge did throw out the self-defense claim, thank God, in his verdict, because I would have done the same thing, ruling that Laura was the one who had provoked the confrontation and that it could not be determined who really pulled out the knife. Yeah, okay, but this nigga owed me $4,000 though. So we're not going to talk about the $4,000? Does the $4,000 just disappear because I gave somebody $4,000, but because I stabbed him, they don't owe me $4,000 no more? So who's gonna give me back the $4,000? Because I'll just be like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna do the time. I'm gonna sit behind bars, no problem. I'm gonna sit behind, but who gonna give me the $4,000? Like he still owe me $4,000. I know he owed me $4,000 because I gave him $4,000. Yeah, I stabbed him, but he take $4,000 from me. Make sense? I don't. Okay. The judge agreed that Bummel that the crime only qualified as assault with a weapon and sentenced the person to 60 hours of community service and a conditional 4 months in prison on 2-year probation. But what happened to the $4,000 though? Am I the only one worried about the $4,000? Because that's the whole reason for the stab in the first place. No, you don't go around stabbing anybody that owe you money. Don't get me wrong. But did he die? According to the defense, he healed. So what's the problem? You healed, so can I have my $4,000? Are you giving me $4,000? Are you giving me 4,000? I want 4,000. I just want to make sure that it's worth it for getting something on my record. I am 65 years old anyway, so therefore, because I'm 65 years old, give me my $4,000. I kid you not. Oh, okay. Crazy, right? All right. Another story that's in the Herald, which was pretty interesting when I saw it. Men with criminal histories facing 9 to 10 years for armed robbery. Two men with long criminal records are facing prison sentences for 9 and 10 years for allegedly robbing a jewelry store at gunpoint on December the 2nd, 2023. DRW, 27 years old, and ADGH, 25, denied any involvement in the road daylight robbery during their trial on court in the first instance on Wednesday. My life is getting thrown under the bus for something I did not do, W told the court, while H said it was a case of mistaken identity. So it wasn't me. It was somebody that looks like me, but it wasn't me. Like, prove it. That's not my hand. Yes, I have the same identical hand, but it wasn't me. Prove it. Prove it. The prosecutors found the defendant's denials to be ridiculous, considering the charges of armed robbery and gun possession proven as both men had been caught red-handed. Ooh, how? According to the prosecutor, police had received a call about a robbery in progress around 2 p.m. that day. One suspect was described as wearing an orange hat and a white shirt, while the other was said to have a flowery shirt. Officers saw men matching these descriptions near the scene and took them into custody after a foot chase. Okay, but niggas, why are you run? If it wasn't you, why did you run? Somebody? Anybody? Okay, yeah, but then again, if the police start to chase me, I go run too. You see what the police do to... Anyway, the man in the flowery shirt turned out to be W, and the other man who took off the white shirt then threw it away during the attempted escape. You sure it wasn't you? The prosecutor told the court officers found a backpack close to where they were arrested, and it contained jewelry that the owner later identified as it belonged to his store. Along the H's escape route, police recovered a bloody white shirt and a handgun with 2 rounds of ammunition. Subsequent DNA tests uncovered that the jewelry store owner's genetic material on the firearm and showed that the blood on the shirt was his too. These forensic results confirmed witness statements that one of the suspects had a pistol whipped the owner, the prosecutor argued. The force of the blows fractured part of the store's owner's skull, and the prosecutors told the court. Surveillance footage from the area captured every single second of the foot chase, and the prosecutor said, adding that the video depicted H taking off the white shirt, just as the arresting officers had described. This case would be amusing if it wasn't so serious, the prosecutor said, calling for 9 years in prison for W and 10 years for H. The prosecutor office believed that the additional year behind bars was justified in H's case, whom he held as one responsible for taking the gun to the store owner's head. In pleading for her client's acquittals, defense lawyer Zelina Barry tried to poke holes in the police identification of W and H as suspects. Barry questioned the description of the suspects that authorities received, arguing that the victim never told police what the robbers were wearing, according to the defense lawyer. The arresting of officers has testified that H had tossed something during the chase, but did not specify that it was a white shirt. Oh, okay, so it was a bubble gum? He threw away a bubble gum? What? Oh, it was something white, but it wasn't a shirt. It was just something white. She also pointed out that the DNA was found on the shirt or recovery firearm, like an Easter egg hunt, and there is a missing egg. The prosecutor wants us to fill in the blanks, Barry said. It's not for the defendants to prove that they are innocent, it's for the prosecution to prove that they are guilty. Ooh, that's deep. But it was caught on camera! Your Honor, listen, you have to understand, it's not up to the prosecutor, it's not up to us to prove that we're innocent. It's up to the prosecutor to prove that we're guilty. We have you on camera. The officers describe you because they was running after you. Why did you run? You was caught on the scene. What? The immediate arrest. The judge did not wait for the verdict to order W's arrest, ordering courtroom officers to place the man in handcuffs at the end of the trial. W had spent 12 days in pretrial detention following his arrest on the day of the jewelry store robbery. Although charged with a serious crime, W has been given his freedom because there had been no space in the full capacity of Point Blanche. You know the definition of shooting yourself in the foot? Hey, let's all go commit crimes because they ain't got no space in Point Blanche. It's like an infomercial. Hey, how are you? You want to commit crimes? Well, they ain't got no space in Point Blanche. Let's go. Call 911 Rob. Call us now. We're waiting for you. Also, bring a knife or a gun because they ain't got no space in Point Blanche. Sid Martin, I love you though. Yeah, man, I think I could rob somebody on Friday because they ain't got no space in Point Blanche. So I only going to sit about 12 days anyway. So see you in 15 days then? Yeah? Okay. Bet. Let's go. The judge's decision to issue the warrant of W immediate arrest after the trial seems to indicate that he will find W guilty in the forthcoming verdict. Well, that's very presumptive. Like, come on, don't do that. Come on, Harold, stop it. Unlike W co-defendant H, has not seen the outside of a jail cell since his arrest last December. Criminal histories, both defendants have extensive criminal. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. But they have criminal history and it wasn't them. Let's see what the criminal history is, please. W having been known to police since 2013 and co-defendant H since 2016, the prosecutor said. In January 2018, the court of first instance sentenced W and H to 9 years in prison on armed robbery charges. So they was in jail. One of them was in jail prior to for robbery charges, but it wasn't them. It was a mistake of what? Same identity? The lower court found them, along with several other co-defendants, guilty of being involved in a home invasion in December of 2016, as well as a robbery of a Chinese restaurant almost 2 months later. The victim in the home invasion was tied up, beaten, and threatened with a firearm during the attack. Okay, so first of all, let me just say that I really don't judge these persons. I think that the justice should prevail. Don't come by my house. Don't tie me up. Don't beat me up. I was just, you know what? I think we should just leave this story and let justice take place. These are good people. Do not mess with these two serious robbers who have priors of a home invasion. My public service announcement today is very simple. Um, First of all, if you're gonna do a court show, make sure you read the stories prior to, so you don't get beat up or held in your home, beaten to a pulp and robbed. Because now Avex are even read the story. Pete, how long we still have? Uh, Listen. Also, behave yourself when it comes to the road. Yes, they have no space in Point Blanche, but um, you, they have no space in Point Blanche, but crime does not pay. Yes, it's because you're gonna get sentenced, but you're not gonna go to jail because they got no space in our only jail. So don't do crimes. Convincing enough? I hope so. So it's you could say a justice team show today. All right, when I come back, we have the AMFO union in the studio. We're gonna talk to them about the new Minister of Justice, Lyndon Lewis, who has been on a rampage. Behave yourself, sir. Oh my God, the French Quarter coming out in him. He just going left, right, and center. You're fired. You're fired. You're suspended. Salute when you see me. Don't talk bad about me. You know, the man suspended an officer because the officer was heard talking to the new cadets and saying, Lyndon, Lewis, trash, no good. It's a horrible officer. I just emphasizing a little bit more. He's no good. He's a crook. And then he was demoted because, of course, it got to the minister because he's the Minister of Justice. What you expect? Hey, you boss, nigga. Come on, Claudie. Anyway, let's see what the union is going to do about it. And also, you know, the outrage in the community about somebody you did not know, which was the acting head of the Lance Recherche. You didn't know about her. You didn't know nothing at all. You didn't know that she even existed. But now all of a sudden, you're like, oh my God. Okay, why are we upset? Because just so. Okay. And what does the Lance Recherche do? I don't know. Oh, you don't know? I don't know. Okay. All right. Let's be upset then. Lyndon Lewis must go. The second week on the job, only in St. Martin. All right, when we come back, we have the union people. We got to get serious. We got to get serious. Stay with us.
signed up for Flex by Telem.
Do you mean flex like this?
Definitely not that.
Do you mean flex like this?
No, definitely not that.
Do you mean flex like this?
No, definitely not Flex like that. Telem's Flex is a mobile plan that adapts to your needs. Each month, I get a preset monthly fee that has a set amount of data, SMS, and minutes. So I know what I'm getting. But say goodbye to overages and bill shock, because when I go over my postpaid plan, it switches to prepaid. So I have the flexibility to top up what I need when I need it. I'm in complete control. My budget, my rules.
Interview segment time right here on Late Night Show. Of course, we have a special interview for you today, and that has to do with, of course, the police, justice. We have the luxury of having the police union here, representing majority of the police here in St. Martin. Of course, of the NAPB, Mr. Mauricia, and of course, Mr. Patrick. How are you doing?
Well, that's yourself.
So far, so good. Welcome back, Mr. Maurice.
Honor to be back.
I know you had a time of absence.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. But I'm back. So, time to continue working for the members.
Now, of course, we're not going to, before we go in the LBs and, the whole long struggle of, us getting there. Everything is now being done in batches, so we're going to get into that. But as you know, we have finally a new government in place, particularly a new minister. A lot's been happening since the swearing in about 2 weeks ago today. So your thoughts on the new minister, Mr. Mauricia?
Let me take it overall. I'm happy that the new government sworn. It's time to work on behalf of the people who put them there. And to our Minister of Justice, happy that we have a minister so we can continue what have left for him to finish.
Okay. Mr. Patrick, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to piggyback off of what Mr. Mauricio said. I'm happy that the government was installed and that we have a minister that he have insight of how things should be. And he comes from a law enforcement background. So that's a plus for all of us.
Let me ask. So the minister has background when it comes to justice, particularly. First time that we actually have someone from, besides Kirin Dongo, I believe he was the first one, but he actually came from St. Martin. So that's why you have to give him that jacket. Are you confident that he would be able to execute the role different to other persons who don't have the experience per se, but have maybe an outside view, but somebody who comes from within would be different?
Yes, because for the same reason that he has the experience, he knows he was also once upon a time a union man, and he have the insight of how things are supposed to be as far as justice is concerned. So.
Okay.
I'm confident.
You're confident. Mr. Mauricio.
My take also, more or less like Mr. Pantoflet put it away, and my expectation is that since that he comes from those backgrounds, my hope is that he will also adhere to the rules and regulation that inquire those backgrounds that he carried.
No, it's pretty dangerous for a union to have confidence in somebody before actually them starting.
Right.
So I guess, the optimism is good. It's always good to be positive before to be negative. You start off negative and then
The word is optimism.
optimism. So you're hoping that he does a good job. However, he came in swinging because some decisions were already being made. That's a little bit unheard of because usually they start their orientation, they get to know the whole system that they're in charge of. But now, because it's somebody who has the knowledge, he can hit the ground running. So I guess my question is, Mr. Mauricia, based on the recent decisions, demotions, and also change of guard and some switching up that is happening, is the union satisfied with those moves? Is the union being consulted? Is there a connection? Because I know in the past there was a lot of talk about consultation. Because you've always, I think you preached this for years to us. You just want to know, and even if and let the members also know that the union has their back.
For what I can answer to that question, Mr. Andrew, it's not only the Minister from Justice. I realize in the media, all the ministers that is sitting are doing assessment from all departments that I can so far know about it. And that he come out swinging is look that way. And it is a very ticklish word to say come out swinging. But nevertheless, whatever decision he had took, it had touched the members, and especially the ones that is affected by the decision taking, and know that a fact that since those things happened, the union has been in contact with the members in question and also with the minister. I go in further that the unions, knowing that we here to protect the members, we also immediately after knowing about what happened to our member, we intervene one time on their behalf with a legal advisor that will be draft a letter and be sent it to the minister for their response about the decision that he have been taken. So it's not that the union has been sitting quiet. It's just that we had to, as a responsible
assess the situation.
I have to assess first to see both sides, hear from both sides, and let the minister know that the union also will continue on behalf of the members with our legal advisor.
So it's not going to be a lame duck union, because he comes from justice.
No.
Okay.
No.
Mr. Panafleck, maybe you could piggyback off of that also.
I think Mr. Mauricio has said pretty much everything. So we're just gonna have to do what we have to do and support and protect our members.
Based on the decisions, is there anything that we would consider, or the union would consider extreme, or you would consider that it could have been done differently? Because I guess the way that the news is being distributed, it might come across or could be seen as harsh. Hence the reason why I say it, the swinging, coming out swinging. So maybe the method of action could be looked at?
Yes, Andrew, I'm questioning the way, the timing, and maybe why you in the sense that the first one that we talk about, the male membership, a member in this case, that you had to go so dramatic, just drastic, like we put it that way. Nevertheless, like I said, he will receive a letter from our legal advisor. And the last one, again, I question the timing, why, and it has to be you per se without consulting with the one that this person is fall under. You understand? And it look outside there in the public view as vindictive measure.
Yes, obviously.
You understand? And the way it portrayed in the media, it not only hurt the ones them involved, it hurt the family, it hurt our colleagues them, and also it make really us to indeed let we watch with sharp eye what is going on.
Okay.
But we did have a meeting with him concerning it, and I'm gonna leave it like that. So after that meeting, he gave us some insight. Cannot go deep into it.
Yes,
but
I
our
understand.
legal advisor is busy with that on behalf of the members.
Yeah, and that's what was going into. Yesterday there was talk of a meeting that took place at Butte Hotel. So just to give the public an idea of what took place.
Yes, the meeting that was taking place is indeed a meeting that was needed because we received information from a previous meeting with the minister, first meeting with him on the 13th of May. And when he was talking about explaining us then about the LBs, LBs, and he told us, listen, go and explain your members. And that moment, we requested him. It's not that he pop up. We invite the minister to come and talk to his worker them, which he did, and it was very appreciative on the membership. And also they got a chance to question him and interact with him, and the way he explained himself, how we gonna want to fix things, it was also let me say to the satisfaction of the membership.
Okay. The LBs, the status. Maybe you can give us some insight, Mr. Panafleck, on that.
Okay. Well, the minister did indicate to the members that he wants to increase the volume that he sent out to the governor for signing. So, to their contentment, that was, I'd say, well received. And yeah, we spoke about, well, the minister spoke about the, how to say, this, what the LBAs, the current LBAs are included, and what could be put in, and what yeah, how the whole makeup of the LBAs. That was also outlined by the minister.
You guys were satisfied with the batches received prior to this new minister coming in, as far as the presentations were made. But I did hear that there were some issues with some, or was that fixed before?
Okay. Well, is
nothing major.
How to say? There's mixed feelings about.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Some people are satisfied, and some people aren't that satisfied.
Okay. How many are still left to go?
So far that we get indication from the minister, 119 are ready, and it's missing more or less 450 still to go.
That's a lot.
The work method from him, which indicate he don't want to be, sharing batch. He would like to have everything.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna do one show, and one setting where you come and you receive, and you sign that you receive your LV. Understand?
It's different. Okay.
Yeah, it's different, and it seemed to, it have make an impression by the members, and that when he addressed it, they also agree with it.
One of the most crucial questions, the funds, the finances, the money, because it's also good to have a paper stating that you're owed. But it's the next thing to actually have the money hitting your bank account. I'm sure that that is what most members would like to know also. I do know of the planned dispersion of the money, I guess, over a certain amount of time. Some said 5, some said 9, some said 10, while persons retired just waiting. So I guess my question is, was that addressed?
Yes, he was very transparent with us, honest. He said that the ministry don't have no money. That is that let us know that they don't have no money, but nevertheless,
no surprise there.
Yeah, that nevertheless that's supposed to be our business. His job is to look for the money. He have way to look for the money, and that we hope that the way that he told us he have to look for the money can be, achieved.
Achieved.
Yeah.
So does that mean, because you didn't answer, does that mean that you are not going to accept the long period of time, or you are happy with the approach of the minister to look for it, find it, pay out, that's it?
Not that I didn't answer. It's some extension to what I said. He also indicate to us that he don't have to adhere to the signing covenant that was previous. That means to say that he don't have to adhere to the 10-year plan.
Okay.
So in saying that, he said that he going to look means to pay us one time.
Message to the members, Mr. Panafleck. Let me start off with you. I'm sure they are eager, they're optimistic, but still have a little bit doubt since the minister, it's a bit making extreme harsh the way it looks.
Well, I just want to convey to all to the members now that we here, we working for you, and just have faith in your union.
Okay.
Yes, to me too also, and the way the minister start is that actually the way might end. You understand? If like we said, we have our legal advisor working with those 2 cases, and Andrew, and we just would like justice to prevail, like we always be, and to the members, indeed, again, like I always said, we will succeed. You understand? And just yesterday, by the minister self be present there, it gives them the hope, and that's we just have to walk along with him and see how far we're gonna reach. You understand? Phase 1 is there for him, phase 2 is there for him. We just have to continue. Somebody put the stone there for him. We just have to build on it and
continue to.
Yeah.
As far as the timeline, was a timeline given, or you still giving him a little bit time because it's 2 weeks? Hey guys, it's 2 weeks
Yeah.
still, you know.
The only timeline he put, and I have to, agree with him, to the young ones, them that came in. The young ones, when you finish class, when you finish school, you want to have your salary. And it was convened with the board that the young ones, them that had finished and didn't receive the LBS letter, that he want to make that priority. And in that, he gave timeline that he want to make them in 2 weeks for them to done.
Nice. Okay.
So you're gonna find all those ones that finish class. We call it BPO 3, 4, and 5 to get their language late, and then he continue with
Continues with the
yeah.
ones. Thank you so much, and of course, good luck. And I know for sure that let's hope justice prevails indeed.
Yes, and we're gonna keep being the eye in the sky, wherever, in order to monitor the minister move, whatever decision, and he is open to a dialogue. That for sure. He respect the unions. I mean, he also indicate that when we sit and talking as union, we are the same, and that we can tell him something. If we have the proof that what he did is wrong, he is willing to bend and he is willing to do things. But other to that is a decision and stand.
You got to make sure you end with for now.
For now, yes. For now, yes. Thank you.
All right, late night show. We'll be right back.
Flashback. Man on the
right, that does it for the late night show. It's NAPB, not AMFO. I don't know why I was thinking about AMFO. AMFO is the other police union. That's why. Well, the other justice workers that they represent. But it's the NAPB. Okay? Thank you so much to them for coming. Hope it was informative for you guys. And of course, until next week, have a good one. Bye bye.